pop legend Madonna is known for her constant reinvention as a performer. Her biggest hits include Papa Don't Preach, Like a Prayer, Vogue, Secret, and Ray of Light. Madonna has always pushed the boundaries of both her career and her personal life, but her daring has paid off. She is the most successful female musician in modern history. How did she achieve this outstanding success? Her story is one of endurance and pain, but it will inspire you.
Born Madonna Louise Ciccone on 16 August 1958, she is the eldest daughter of 6 children to Chrysler engineer Tony Ciccone and his wife Madonna Fortin. Madonna's mother was diagnosed with breast cancer while pregnant with Madonna's younger sister. The cancer couldn't be treated until her mother gave birth, and by the time she delivered the baby, the tumor was too advanced to eradicate. The elder, Madonna, passed away in 1963 at only 3 years old, leaving a heartbroken 5-year-old girl and her 5 siblings to be raised by their father. Her authoritarian father would later employ a succession of housekeepers to care for his children, one of whom, Joan Gustafson, became his second wife. The eldest girl in a family of 8 children, Madonna found home life difficult. Her father worked long hours, and she didn't get on with her stepmother Joan. Required to change nappies and help with chores, Madonna doesn't recall this period as being much fun. She resented it because when all her friends were out playing, she felt like she had all these adult responsibilities. Madonna acted in school plays in her early school years. As a teenager, she discovered her love and talent for dancing, an activity she pursued under the direction and leadership of Christopher Flynn, her private ballet instructor. Madonna worked hard and played hard as well, something Flynn made easy by introducing her to the disco nightlife of Detroit, Michigan. Still, she cared for her younger brothers and sisters and worked hard in school. She graduated early from high school and was awarded a dance scholarship to the University of Michigan. She stayed 2 years before going to New York City in 1978 with a wealth of determination and ambition. With $37, Madonna moved into an apartment in New York City's East Village, a poorer neighborhood filled with crime and drug problems. Her first jobs included figure modeling for artists and acting in low-budget movies. Sadly, New York wasn't everything Madonna thought it would be. It did not welcome her with open arms. She was mugged at gunpoint, raped at knifepoint, and burglarized 3 times. Still, she was determined to have a successful career in the performing arts. She danced briefly with the Irving Alley American Dance Theater and studied for a time with choreographer, one who creates and arranges dance performances, Pierre Lam, before going to Paris, France, as a singer and dancer with French disco artist Patrick Hernandez. Madonna had developed a fascination with music. She played drums and sang backup in several small bands. When she returned to New York, she wrote and recorded songs and hung out in popular Manhattan nightclubs. She was signed to a recording contract with Sire Records in October 1982. The album Madonna was released in July 1983. Repeat club performances and radio airplay of several cuts from the album eventually earned her 3 huge hits with Holiday, Lucky Star, and Borderline. A series of hit songs, videos, concert tours, and films followed. a brief performance in the film Vision Quest resulted in the top 5 hit Crazy for You. Her second album, Like a Virgin, released in 1984, produced 2 number-1 hits, the title track and Material Girl. In early 1985, she went on her first concert tour, which was so successful that she had to switch to larger locations to meet the demand for tickets. Thousands of teenage girls all over the country began tying lace bows on top of their heads, wearing underwear as outerwear, and working the halls of schools and shopping malls as Madonna wannabes. Madonna's appearance in the film Desperately Seeking Susan in 1985 led to another popular single and video, In the Groove. Madonna married actor Sean Penn in 1985. In 1986, she released her third album, True Blue, from which 3 singers topped the charts: Papa Don't Preach, True Blue, and Live to Tell, which also appeared in At Close Range, a film starring Penn. In 1987, a movie starring Madonna called Who's That Girl was largely ignored, but the accompanying soundtrack and concert tour were successful. The release of Madonna's album Like a Prayer in 1989 came at the same time as the breakup of her marriage. The video of the title song, showing Madonna confessing to a priest and then engaging in suggestive behavior with him, caused a stir in the Catholic Church. The announcement of the deal was timed with the release of the album Erotica, an extended video, and an adults-only picture book called Sex, featuring black and white photographs, in which Madonna appears mostly without clothes, with everything from men and women to cheese, dogs, and slices of pizza. She was even shown hitchhiking wearing nothing but high heels. The book was a bestseller across the country. The 1994 release of Bedtime Stories, written mainly by Madonna, showed her with a softer image and more soulful sound. In the mid-1990s, she set her sights on playing the leading role in Andrew Lloyd Webber's movie musical Avatar, and after repeated tryouts, she convinced producers that she could bring a unique understanding to the lead role of Argentina leader Eva Perón. In her personal life, Madonna settled into a relationship with Carlos Lennon, a personal trainer. In 1995, she released her second greatest hits album, Something to Remember. In 1996, Madonna gave birth to a girl named Lourdes Maria Ciccone Leon, Lola for short. Madonna described the event to People magazine as the greatest miracle of my life. She even traded in her pink Hollywood mansion for a home in a low-key suburb of Los Angeles, California. Meanwhile, her determination to play the starring role in Evita paid off. Although her performance received mixed reviews, in 1997, the song You Must Love Me from the film soundtrack won the Academy Award for the Best Song. In 1998, Madonna released Ray of Light. The album reflected her study of the Kabbalah and interest in Far East Indian culture. Its electronic influence also kept Madonna in touch with modern dance culture, proving to critics that she still knew how to stay ahead of the pack. The album received rave reviews and was one of the best-selling records. It also won Grammy Awards for the Best Dancing Recording, Best Pop Album, and Best Music Video. That next year, Madonna contributed the single Beautiful Stranger to the Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me soundtrack. Their single won a Grammy Award for Best Song Written for a Motion Picture, Television, or other visual media. Madonna co-starred in the film The Next Best Thing in 2000. While the film got poor reviews, the soundtrack did moderately well. It contained 2 new Madonna songs, American Pie and Time Stood Still. It was Madonna's first record, for which she was the executive producer. In August 2000, Madonna gave birth to a son named Rocco. The child was her son with British film director Guy Ritchie. Shortly after that event, Madonna released music, which carried on the electronic element she introduced in Ray of Light. The album received mostly good reviews. In December 2000, Madonna and Ritchie were married at Scotland's 19th century Skibo Castle. Madonna, the material girl turned serious actress, singer, songwriter, and mom, appears to have it all. She accepts it all, including the constant media attention, with calm, as if she were planning the next phase. She told Time magazine, "I never wish I had a different life. I'm lucky to be in the position of power that I am in and to be intelligent. It's not my nature to just kick back."